Hi my beautiful stars, I hope that you're doing so well today. For today's video, I have another installment in my Spooky Story Sunday series here on my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my little slice of pie here on the internet. I hope that you're doing so well. And without further ado, let's just get into the stories. So if you're new here, Spooky Story Sunday is where I share either the most haunted places in blank state, or I will share a personal story that I've experienced that has anything to do with the supernatural. And I have always been very drawn into the paranormal world. I think it's very interesting and there's always so many things happening and we can't always explain it. I'm sharing 4 places that are in Massachusetts that I researched and found to be some of the most haunted and spooky places. There are lots of other places that I didn't even get to touch on in this video, so I'm definitely going to do a part 2 for Massachusetts. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Number 1 is the Lizzie Borden house, also known as the Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast. So I don't know if this is called like the actual Lizzie Borden bed and breakfast, but it is now a bed and breakfast located in Lizzie Borden's house. And if you don't know about Lizzie Borden, she was accused of brutally murdering her parents, Andrew and Abby Borden, in 1892 in the same place. So I think it's kind of creepy that they made it into a bed and breakfast. I've heard that countless bed and breakfasts across the US are always haunted because they're old houses from the Victorian era. Many guests have felt cold fingers tap them on their shoulders. They've heard footsteps in empty bedrooms. And last, they've seen a woman dressed in Victorian era clothing walking and roaming around the hallways. Pretty creepy. Maybe that woman is Abby, or maybe it is Lizzie Borden herself. Who knows? I've heard countless things, and I think they do ghost tours around the Halloween season. I don't know if they did it because of COVID, but they might do it again this year if things get better. I personally want to visit this place because, I don't know, something about the Victorian era always kind of creeps me out just a little bit, but it's very interesting at the same time. Number 2 is the USS Salem. Located in Quincy, Massachusetts, the USS Salem was built in between the years of 1945 and 1949, and it was meant to be used during the Cold War, but it was actually never used, and it is known as a Navy cruiser. But even though it was never used, it does inhabit a lot of spirits from countless accusations and stories that I've read. The popular show Ghost Hunters made an appearance on this cruiser back, I think, in 2007 or around that time, so their prime time. And I think I actually saw this episode, but what some ghost hunters did catch, I don't know if it was actually on the show or if it was just other paranormal investigators on their own investigation, they caught a woman in the women's quarters screaming "get out" during an EVP session. And of course there have been apparitions spotted throughout the cruiser and some walking the decks. And till this day, this location is very popular for lots of paranormal investigators, so let me know if you've ever visited this place. Number 3 is the Spidergate Cemetery, located in Leicester, Massachusetts, or Leicester? I can never pronounce some of these city names, but it was founded in 1740, and it also goes by a few other names, and this one though sticks to it the most. This has a legend that goes with it, that there is an 8th gate to hell located at the cemetery, and the 8th gate is actually the spider gates themselves. So if you pass through 7 of the other gates that are not even visible, and then you pass through the 8th one, you'll end up in an alternate dimension. This is just a legend. I don't know if someone has actually done this themselves, but legends seem to be a little creepy and have some truth to them. And also to note that the spiderweb gate is actually meant to represent the sun's rays, but a lot of people mistaken them for spiderwebs. There's also an altar at the cemetery, and it has been rumored that there has been satanic rituals at this location, so pretty creepy. And the last place is the Freetown Fall River State Forest. So this is located in Assanet, Massachusetts, and this has also been known as a gory forest or like bloody forest. Has connections, I believe, to the Bridgewater Triangle, which some people call it close to like the Bermuda Triangle. It has similar effects. Although I couldn't find any particular actual stories that are tied to this forest, there have been many disappearances, murders, human and animal sacrifices, UFO sightings, mysterious lights, and giant snakes, and then ghosts. Of course there's gonna be ghosts. So those are all the places that I found that were haunted in Massachusetts, or that are haunted. If you've visited or seen any of these places, leave this video a thumbs up and comment down below. If you also would like to visit one of these places or would spend the night and be crazy, definitely comment down below which one you would choose. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, shine bright. Bye guys.